YouTube and welcome to RetroB8. Today's episode is a completely unplanned episode. As you can see behind, I've got some new shelving, so I've been putting on boxed consoles that I've got, sticking them over there and giving the place a bit of a tidy up. When I come across a huge box, I haven't really been buying much recently. I've got a couple of single tapes there to show you guys first. But then I've got an absolutely massive box which I completely forgot I had, and it's been here since the 3rd of August last year, obviously. So yeah, it's been here quite a while. So that's like nearly 4 or 5 months it's been here. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly open the tapes that I've received. I think there's a couple of hit squads in there. Some pretty decent ones actually that I've been after for a while. So yeah, I'll just start with the first one that we've got, and that is Pictionary on the Spectrum, and that's one of the unlisted games, so it doesn't come in any of the categories. It's a game that I've never ever played on any system. But it is one that I've had a lot of difficulty getting, mainly due to the fact that the other game, which is also uncategorized, is Trivial Pursuit, and I always get Trivial Pursuit and Pictionary mixed up. So I've actually bought, over the course of collecting for the Spectrum, 3 Trivial Pursuits in total. So I've had to buy them, and I thought, oh nightmare, I've actually got that one. So then I've had to sell them back on. And I just moved the last one on a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, someone was selling some games on the Spectrum for sale, or Sinclair for sale, and he mentioned that he had another one available. So I'm really happy to finally get Pictionary on the Spectrum, and that means that on the Spectrum, the Amstrad and the Commodore 64, the uncategorized, is done. Finally, another mini set down. I might take some photos actually and possibly put them onto the Facebook group or on the Instagram. The Instagram is the Hit Squad Collection, and on Facebook it's the Hit Squad Collective. So yeah, come along and like some stuff. Cheers. And like this video, of course. Yeah, I mean that goes without saying, right? So anyway, next one is an eBay purchase. I think a few of you guys might have seen this one come up on eBay, and it's one that I've seen come and go quite a lot. Now, nostalgia wise, I used to play this game quite a bit on my Commodore 64. I personally, I think it's got one of the coolest covers out of any of the Hit Squad games, and possibly the longest title, if not the longest title of any of them. So if you haven't guessed by now, guys, it is Escape from the Planet of the Robot Monsters, and this is also for the Spectrum, and this is arcade number 47. Now just look at that. I absolutely adore that cover. I just think it's brilliant. It's a bit of an isometric game. It reminds us a lot of a game I used to play on the Amiga 1200. I can't remember the name of it, and it wasn't Escape from the Planet of Robot Monsters, although it was out on the Amiga. So yeah, it's like an isometric shoot 'em up. I find it extremely difficult. I've never played it on any system other than the Commodore 64, but I wouldn't mind trying it out on the Amiga. It does look really nice on the Amiga, but I'm not sure how it goes. Anyway, there's a quick look at the screenshots on the back there. See if you can guess which system is which. Couldn't possibly comment, but it says on the back here, slick, humorous, graphically brilliant, and ultra playable, and that was C and VG, so computer and video games, 94%. The only problem is it doesn't tell you on what format that is on. Last but not least is this package that came, and I've had a few packages from these guys over the years, and that is Psytronik software. Psytronik software do a lot of homebrew and re-releases of games like Mayhem in Monsterland, etc. Things like that. If you're a Commodore 64 owner, I would definitely pay a visit to their website. I'll leave a link in the description below. But pretty much all of the homebrew games that I played for the Commodore 64 up until recently has always come from Psytronik. So let's see what we get in the box. And here we go, guys. This is called The Isle of the Cursed Prophet. Looks like a bit of a kind of like a Zelda clone, but I mean I'm reaching there like massively. Obviously the quality could be completely different. I've seen some people speaking on the Commodore 64 128 Facebook group, and it's got some really good ratings. A lot of people think it's pretty difficult to do. Which doesn't bode well for me because I am pretty shit at computer games these days. But see there, the box art is very nice. A few screenshots on the back there. As you can see, it's like a top-down adventure game. With the death of his young wife to influenza, Oliver Taylor spent several years since searching, desperately trying to find a way to bring his beloved Madeline back from the dead. The Necronomicon, which I'm sure is out of the Evil Dead, bound in human skin and written in the blood of 1,000 dead, finds its way into his hands. With its knowledge of reanimation study, Oliver heads to the place of reincarnation, the one place on the night of the year his wish could possibly come true, to bring his wife back from the other side. Now if that doesn't get you into this game, what would? Case, the tape, sorry. Very nice. And that actually looks like it's printed directly on the tape, which is a good touch. You find a lot of repros and homebrew just put like a sticker on there. But as I say, Psytronik are really decent. I've got a load of the games, which I'll just quickly show you if I can get it out of here, which I can't. So I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. And you can see there is a fair few here, so it will go alongside these games. These are all Psytronik releases, so I'll look forward to adding the Cursed Prophet in with those. And of course started a new series on homebrew. Well, it's not a new series, it was mostly for Spectrum. But I thought the Commodore 64 was getting left out, and I am still buying homebrew Spectrum games, so why not show you, pardon me, why not show you guys? Okay, this is the box, guys. This has been here since August. It's not light and it's not small. It is a fair size. This was underneath, basically where the new shelves are now. This was right at the very bottom. There's loads of stuff on top of it. I really hope it's not fragile, even though it could be. There's a lot of fragile stickers on there. So Yeah, I bought this so long ago, I genuinely cannot remember what's in here. How bad is that? That's when you know you've got a problem, right? But I have eased up a bit recently. So, got other things that... some things come before gaming, unfortunately. Not many, but there's a few. Christmas, for instance. But let's just get into this, guys, and see what's in here, because I can't believe that it's been here for nearly 5 months. Pretty bad, isn't it? Okay, guys. Well, something that I have a lot of love for. Very, very well packaged. We have a Commodore 64C. Absolutely no idea if it's working. Doesn't smell of smoke. Actually smells of perfume. Bizarrely, I know with COVID going around, there's so many people losing the sense of smell. I haven't had a very good sense of smell for about 2 or 3 years, and all of a sudden it's coming back. Maybe it's like the opposite of COVID. So we've got another 2 smaller boxes inside. Might have been from a guy called Steve Drysdale from Glen Rothers, because let's have a look at what is in here. Wow, okay. So we've got a load of games. Unfortunately, it's packed in this stuff. So I'm going to empty that into the box. But I'm going to do that in a minute, because I just know that's going to go everywhere. So let's have a look and see what's in here. Probably a tape deck or something. PSU maybe. Okay, so yeah, we've got your Commodore 64 brick, but it's got this on the end. I've never seen that on the end before. Could be some sort of inline fuse, maybe some sort of protection, which I always use. Always use surge protection on your Commodore 64 if you're using an original PSU. And well, I'm guessing that could be to put the Commodore 64 through a SCART lead. That'd be interesting to see how that works out. And we've got a Sega controller that I must have been using to play games with. These are notoriously difficult to use. I find it amazingly hard. I've tried them before, and to me, especially when you're playing Sega games, you should be controlling your direction with the left hand, buttons with the right. But as you can see here, it's the opposite way around, which I just find really, really difficult to use. So now we're going to attempt to get these games out without spilling all of this paper stuff everywhere. Oh my god, this is going to be a nightmare. I mean, there's a lot of this stuff. Oh Jesus. Let's just see if we can get some tapes out. Okay. First off, we have Trooper Truck. Commodore 64. Never heard of it. KP Skips Action Biker. Now, some of my favourite crisps, I absolutely love them. Never heard of it again, from Psytronik. Kickstart 2 with the course designer. Excellent game. Multi-Mix 1, which is basically just leaderboards. Excellent games. Loadmaster. And well, it's a Commodore format cover tape. My second favourite racing game on the Commodore 64. If you haven't got this, buy this. This is Ivan Ironman Stewart's Super Off-Road. And it is excellent. I just love the way it's like the courses are set out. It's only second to Stunt Car Racer on the Commodore 64. In my humble opinion. Skateboard Simulator. Of course, I think Codemasters went through a bit of a time where everything, they just used to put simulator on the end. That's one of them. Kickstart Off-Road Simulator. Now, I'm not sure. Is this the original to kickstart. Yeah, could be. Could be. Not sure. We have Grand Prix Simulator. Top-down view. Finders Keepers. Lots of Psytronik games here, guys. I've never been a collector of Psytronik games. Speed King. Have you ever heard of any of these games? I've no nostalgia. I've not played any of these other than Ivan, Iron Stewart and Kickstart. ATV Simulator. Guess who made it? Yeah, you got it. Codemasters again. This looks more side-on view, actually. That looks like it might be alright. We've got another Commodore format cover disc. I've got quite a few of the Commodore format magazines. Not a full set. BMX Simulator. Codemasters. Lots of Codemasters going on. Yogi's Great Escape high-tech software. Never played it. Quattro coin-ups. You know the type of quality you're getting there, guys. Although, was that quick? No, fast food. I thought fast food might have been like a Dizzy clone, but it doesn't look that. Oh, this one looks nice. Zodiac. 1984. All these are Commodore 64. And, oh, we've got a couple more. Don't think there's anything particularly rare here. Oh, one I did play though, and one I used to actually really enjoy. Wing Commander. I forgot all about that one, guys. I forgot all about Wing Commander. Yeah, it's a little bit like Ace. I think Ace Combat or Ace, as it used to be. Ace 1 and 2 were my favourite flight sims on the Commodore 64. Well, that and Gunship 2000. In fact, Gunship 2000 is definitely the best one. I just think the slow pace works well with the Commodore 64. But yeah, I definitely used to play that one, guys. That is a really decent flying shoot 'em up game. And last but not least is Human Race on the 199 Psytronik range. Never played it. So yeah, definitely a bit of a mixed bag there, guys. I just want to get that in there without destroying the whole place and getting paper everywhere. So there we go. I've had a Commodore 64 sitting in a box for 4 or 5 months with all those games and didn't have a clue. So I guess next is to get stuck into it and see if it works, and if not, let's have a look at fixing it, because it's ages since I've fixed up something. Although I have actually in the background been fixing up something, quite a special computer in my heart, and that is the Amiga 500. It hasn't been in great condition, but I've been making it in well, I've been just cleaning it up and making sure everything works, and I've been testing it a little bit, and yeah, it's for one of my good friends, and I'm really hoping that he's going to enjoy it. But anyway, I don't want to give anything else away, because it is going to be covered in a future episode. So guys, from RetroB8 on a cold Saturday afternoon, good night.